What is going on, guys? It's your boy icjosh, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about Dokkan Battle entering a new era in 2022, and I think we're honestly already there, but it just hasn't been fleshed out yet. So let's roll the intro. So I'm not the person that normally likes to hype up Dokkan Battle 24/7 all the time. I normally get hype when I'm actually hyped, like a genuine hype. And I've been hype about Dokkan Battle for a little bit now, and I haven't got to, make as many videos as I would like to. But I wanted to go ahead and make this one because we are at the middle part of December, at the end of the year, and we all know that Safety Net is going to be happening at the beginning of the year. I think in January, if not early February. And honestly, let's be real, that's literally around the 7-year anniversary. So we're still looking around like, do we get Safety Net before? Which I'm going to assume we're probably going to get it before the 7-year anniversary and not during, because I think they would like to implement all the things that they're going to implement before we get into the 7-year anniversary to make it a whole lot better. And while we're on the topic of version Z update, I just want to go ahead and say that I do personally feel like we are not, we have not seen everything in version Z, and we should be a lot more hyped, because I think collectively in the community, we were probably all about I would say a collective, like some people left still a little bit disappointed they didn't see more or whatever. And majority of the people that was in my stream, whether you watching somebody else's stream or by yourself, whatever. But in my stream, we were collectively all at least probably over 7.5, and I was at a 8.5. And the reason why I was at 8.5 is because I knew that there was so much that they hadn't even shown us that they weren't going to reveal all in that one stream. They wanted us to have somewhat of more surprise, or at least have another like Dokkan Now or something like that before we get to the 7-year anniversary. And honestly, we could have another, we are going to have a Dokkan Now before we get to the 7-year anniversary. And at that point, they can show off what I thought the biggest thing they haven't shown off is new summon animations. And I know that's something that a lot of people have been wanting to see, a new summon animations. I think people got so tired of seeing the same animations now that they really want to see something new. And I think we are going to get it, and it's going to be great. It's going to be something, I won't say it's going to mirror something like Legends, but I do feel like it's going to be a lot more polished than it currently is right now, and maybe have like its own sort of style. Again, I still would like to see a whole lot more people come in and do Kamehameha Wave, or Vegeta do Gallic Gun, or Final Flash, Final Shot, whatever. I would like to see, especially I would like to see like new forms of Goku come in right off the bat, instead of it just still being base form Goku coming in, flying in with other people. I would like to see other different things. And by the way, in the comment section below, you guys can let me know your thoughts on everything currently, or later on, or still edit your comment at the beginning or at the end or middle, whatever. You guys can still go ahead and do that. Let me know, because I still like to watch. I still like to look at all of the comments. That's one thing that I like to do, especially while I'm at work too. I look at everybody's comments and stuff like that, because it gets me through the night as well too. But I want to go ahead and say that getting off the topic of version Z, another big thing is Safety Net. And Safety Net, Safety Net is something that I feel like more people look at it and go, oh, so it's more about doing this to people that are emulators, people that mod, people that cheat, or anything like that. And to an extent, yes, but it's still in place for Akatsuki and Bandai. And the reason why is because they don't like to have so much of everything be, just leaked out before they're actually going to do something, actually going to say something, they're actually going to have a unit come out, or some new celebration, whatever. They don't like everything being leaked out. And it's been prominent over the years, especially since they started, featuring more things and starting putting more of the units and stuff like that out on their Facebook or their Twitter and stuff like that. They're trying to get all that out, usually try to before leakers, but it doesn't work that way, and they still get through. So the reason why that is going to be a good thing. I'm going to go ahead and say, because I've had its negatives, but the reason why I want to say that it is going to be a good thing is because going back to entering this new era in Dokkan Battle, we just got the androids that did 19 million damage, and that is at their best case scenario. And 19 million without equipment on, if I'm not mistaken. And that was like Dokkan World that went ahead and showed that off and stuff like that. And it's insane because you're not going to have units that do that. And then the next Dokkan Fest, which I think on JP should be a dual Dokkan Fest or so, or maybe another one before then, and then a dual Dokkan Fest, because they like to do their banner before they get into the 7th year anniversary or the anniversary in general. So it's the bait banner. So like I said, you're not going to have a unit that does 19 million damage and then go back and be like, oh yeah, this unit's going to do 5 or 6 million, maybe 8 million, under 10 million damage at the best case scenario, still defend, but you know, you got the androids to do barriers, defend like crazy, and still attack like crazy and stuff. Like you're not gonna go back to that, because in my honest opinion, that would be insane to really do that. So now you're coming in an era where everything's probably going to be over 10 million damage, if not over 20 million damage. And I'm calling it now that I'm pretty sure that by, I would say, the first couple of months in 2022, we're going to have units doing 22 million damage, and we're going to have a lot more harder events. But I think the reason why these units are going to be doing so much damage is because I think we are going to get the things that we've been looking for and asking for, like raid systems and stuff like that. Because with a raid, if you're doing it like say a co-op, or even by yourself, or you're just doing it with your friends, bringing in a friend team, whatever, like you're going to want units to do a crazy amount of damage, because you're probably going to have like if it's a raid boss, in terms of like everyone like on global and then everybody on JP is doing it, like you're going to have like the raid boss is going to have so much HP that if you're doing 5-10 million damage, whatever, with like one character and stuff like that, and that's it, like it's going to go by very, 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 very slow. So if you have like units that's doing 20 million damage, like per se, and you got multiple of those doing it, it's going to go by quicker. And it's also going to, you know, allow you to incentivize in terms of summoning on so many other units and banners instead of skipping so many, because now you're going to be like, oh well, this unit may get a boost, I'm gonna need that for that one, or anything like that. And that's where I see Dokkan Battle necessarily going, is because this new era of Dokkan, man, you're not going to be going through and doing 10 million damage and being like, yeah, this is great anymore. That's not happening. You're literally looking at these units going, I want units that's going to be doing 19 million, 20 million plus. And I think that honestly, this year's 7-year anniversary is going to be probably the biggest anniversary, and that's because these units are going to be probably doing well over 20 million damage, because one, they're LR, their Dokkan Fest, and their anniversary, and that is literally Dokkan Battle's biggest time, besides the data download celebration or worldwide celebration, whatever they want to call it, whatever time in the year. It depends on if they got their downloads met or not. It's the biggest, and this is where so many people come back. This is where they start advertising on TV on Japan. I wish they would start advertising on global side, but they do. Like, they're gonna have so many people come back, and if somebody sees that's left Dokkan Battle, you know, years ago, even this year they left, and you come back and you see a unit doing 20+ million damage with better super attack animations and probably better summon animations, it's probably gonna get you back into the game, especially when they start talking about how they fixed so many things and how everything's better that you wanted, and that's the reason why you stopped it to begin with. So I would go ahead and tell anybody currently right now, especially global players, because I know a lot of you guys are global players that watch, because I'm a global player, but I would say that when it comes around that time, because I know I'm going to contradict myself, but I'm going to go ahead and say this right now ahead of time and say this: you're probably still going to have to skip banners leading to the 7-year anniversary on global Dokkan Battle. And I know that I'm going to go back and talk about safety net here in a second and say that yeah, it's good because obviously to get rid of all the leakers and stuff like that, so you won't know, you know, what unit's better than this unit, and until you summon for the unit, or you see a content creator or something like that summon for the unit and compare and stuff like that, so you won't necessarily know before you summon. You have to wait and see what everyone else is doing first, and then they summon how they got it and whatever. So I will say this, that it brings more excitement that way, and Bandai generates more revenue, and also more probably viewership in terms of Dokkan Battle on YouTube, and also just people coming back to the game and playing it a lot more and stuff like that, and being, you know, finding that joy that they had before they left, and now they're back and they've actually got it. So I know I contradicted myself by saying that and being like, oh, this is like, you're gonna have to summon on like every banner to figure out, you know, what it is, or skip, or literally wait a couple of days. And I know a lot of people in the community got that summon itch, and you kind of can't wait all that long for someone to summon, you know, edit the video, put it up, and then make another video showing off how good this unit is at 55, 69, 79, or 90, or 100, whatever. Like, you're not going to be able to like contain yourself all that much because everybody's got, you know, summon itch 24/7. So I think it's a good thing on that one. And I personally do think that this era is going to be probably one of the best things to happen to Dokkan Battle. And I will say this right now, that brainstorming before I started this video, I thought about, and I've even said this beforehand on stream, but I thought about it and I was like, we got the androids that have a barrier, and then we have the other Dr. Gero in 19 that absorb ki and give themselves HP. Well, we don't have absorb ki raise defense. I don't think we don't have absorb ki and raise attack stat or anything like that. And I think we all know someone who fits that currently right now, as Super 17. I'm just tell you. So it's like, we don't have that, and we already have two Super 17s in the game, one LR, one Dokkan Fest. And then now you think about him doing everything that he was beforehand and getting stronger with every attack and key based attacks and stuff like that. Then you implement that on, then you're in the realm of 19 million damage and stuff like you see where I'm going. Like all these characters that has some kind of quirk to begin with is probably going to show in Dokkan Battle. I mean, Android Barrier, boom, already here. Absorb Ki, already here. Like, what's stopping for everyone that has a sword attack? Whoever attacks with a sword, what's stopping them from having bleeding effect damage? Now, like, I think we're going to get a little bit more effect damage besides lower attack and defense, or like stun or seal. I think we're going to get like paralyzed, or like maybe like random paralyze or something like that, where if they go to attack using like a super attack, maybe they'll get paralyzed and they'll still be able to do regular normal attacks like your enemy wise. Bleeding effect damage is bleeding effect damage. If you ever played an RPG or anything like that, you know what bleeding effect damage is. But if I have to spell it out, literally attacking and then doing a damage over time for a bit of time after you've done said attack. And obviously with you having super attacks that possibly maybe passive would be another launching another attack or another super attack or anything like that, stacks, and then you can go for there. I'm guaranteed right now somebody watching this is literally probably typing down there another status effect that could possibly happen in Dokkan Battle that we could probably see, and another quirk that we could probably get. I mean, what's stopping having Guldo with a new quirk now of, you know, holding his breath or whatever, and then maybe like every other turn or something like that, or every 3 turns or so he's able to do that. So what's stopping that from happening, or anybody else, you know, in terms of having some kind of quirky thing to him? What's stopping it? What's stopping having a new cell that absorbs people or something like that and gets stronger? Piccolo, you know, regenerating in the middle of battle and stuff like that, or whatever. Like, what's stopping it? Or what's stopping for having Zenkai boost? Like every time Goku gets hit or Vegeta gets hit, or, you know, a Pure Saiyan gets hit, they get some kind of Zenkai boost. Like once they get hit with a super attack, get Zenkai boost, next turn coming back in, so they're stronger. What's stopping that? Like, the possibilities are endless for 2022, and I think that it's going to be absolutely one of the best years for Dokkan Battle. And you can let me know in the comment section below if you agree or disagree, but I highly do think this is going to be insane coming up. But other than that, have an awesome day / night. Stay safe. God bless. And I'm out. Peace.